there doesn't seem to be much hope of a peaceful revolution, if revolution is what's wanted. Some students and staff, a small minority perhaps, despair of ever being able to change anything by constitutional or legal means. But they're bitterly opposed to everything the older generation holds dear, and their bitterness has been deepened by the deaths of their colleagues. To them, it's all the fault of the old order.
Violence, only arises from frustration. Violence is the last resort. I mean, this is almost cliched by this point. And it's obvious that's what's going on all over the country. That's why political protest takes the form of violence, because of this just basic cynicism with the system. We all understand that nothing will happen using proper channels. I mean, it's quite apparent, it's quite obvious. It's been tried. There's plenty of proof. I don't want to cite examples now. I don't think I should have to. I don't think I should have to justify this. It's easily justified.
You have a constitution which enshrines freedom of speech, the liberty of the common man to assert his opinion. Why have you lost faith in your capacity to do that?
All over the country, people are being put in jail for exercising their freedom of speech.
You can't very well sit in Ohio and listen to reports of the Conspiracy 8 trial in Chicago and not begin to doubt those institutions.
Why is it, though, that it so often seems to be the small man, the working man, the man whom you might feel had most to win by joining on your side, that is bitterly opposed to you?
Because I think he's more or less a victim of a kind of propaganda system. That is, the papers he gets to read, the information he's used to getting is also one-sided, that he's fed a certain line that excludes any kind of openness on his part to new ideas. Ideas are scapegoated under terms of radical or communist. The frustrated, paranoid worker only wants more of the system. He's got a stake in it. He's had to buy his way into it.
Do you feel, too, that he resents what he sees as the outward signs of laziness or indifference, or like the clothes that you wear, like the way you wear your hair? Do you feel this is resented by ordinary people?
Oh, yeah, sure. He's out after, like more expensive clothes and looking like, white middle-class society in America should look, with an asphalt driveway and a house and shutters and 2 cars and, a playground out in the back for the kids. And when university students completely reject that.
Do you not feel you should make any allowance for it, at least? For that understandable fear, which you appear to understand, for that understandable resentment?
Wow, it's really hard to deal with.
You seem to talk as if we're on the offensive. It's not us making allowances for anything. I think students are on the defensive. They're only counterattacking what they feel has been an attack.
While this is clear to you, might it not seem to them that you are a threat to their whole way of life?
But obviously we are.
You keep on saying obviously. It isn't obvious at all.
We are a threat to their whole way of life. Even in view of what's been said here, it seems to them we reject very values they spent their whole life trying to achieve.
Yeah, I've always been amazed at people's reaction to students now. We're supposed to be at the university to be, to examine the culture we live in, to learn about it, supposedly, given the university to help run the country someday. So we're exposed to the institutions, and they're rotten. They're rotten to the core.